What's going on, guys? Today we're going to review one of the cheaper specialized luthier tools that is out there. This is a Wen drum sander. You can get this for pretty cheap on Amazon. I think I paid 125 bucks. It is a great tool addition at the price point that gives you a lot of sanding flexibility as you are accumulating your tool base. I got this about a couple months ago and have been using it pretty steadily. I have two drum sanders operating. I have a rigid, and then I bought this as an additional tool. That way I could run two sleeves at the same time, one coarse grit, one fine grit. For this tool, for the price point, it's actually a nice tool. A couple features I don't like at the price point combination. The table is a little bit of an awkward size, and where the switch is placed is not ideal. It's like a 14 by 11 table, but it's got this curve, and as you're working on this backside, you have to sort of reach around for the power switch. I would really like if the power switch was on the side, and you can see how this is balanced exactly as you're sort of using it. Sometimes it can tend to tip up, so you got to be aware of that as you are moving the body around. So that is one sort of negative feature. One real positive is that it's got a 3-inch drum, which isn't on the rigid. So having the nice bigger drum is really helpful, especially when you're doing curves. You get a nice clean finish on them. The other feature I don't like is the dust collection. It's in a weird spot, and so since I'm working back here, I sort of rub this with my hand. It gets into a weird spot. I really don't like this here. Again, at the price point, it works, but as you're reaching around, turning it on and off, it's just a little bit awkward. I think I could probably put an extension on here, but that's just more work that I don't want to do. I buy a lot of the grits from Klingspor. You can buy 3-packs. They come in some of the higher grits so that as you're sanding around the corners, you don't have to do as much hand sanding. The sander has these inserts that you can put in to create a little bit more suction. I don't use them. I've got a really high power dust collection system behind me, so I don't have to use these, but they do go in for the different grit sizes. This has a nut, not a wing nut. Next time I go to the hardware store, I got to get a wing nut so that it's easier to change these out. There's a tool floating around here somewhere, probably on the floor, that I've been using. I'll get a wing nut to screw this down with the plate. I'm not a huge fan of the noise of this machine. The rigid is definitely quieter, but this one has sort of a loud hum. So it sort of sounds like a vacuum cleaner, which I'm not really happy with. But again, at the price point, at the features, yeah, we'll let it roll. So you can see me using the sander here. I built a jig for this Les Paul 2550 I'm working on, and with the larger drum, I was able to clean this up relatively quickly and have a nice clean surface. All in all, this is a really nice tool to have for your shop. At the price point, it's an easy tool to acquire. If you can find someone selling these online used, it's pretty reliable from what I've seen. It's just a motor going up and down, spinning. The RPMs are slightly faster than the rigid, so you get a little bit more power out of it. But for the price point, it is a really nice tool. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.